Hello, this is Corey the Keyblade Wielder 2, and yep, I have finally got to this one. After making commentaries of other tournaments, I have finally get to commentate on Disney vs. Marvel Villains by GAvillain. I know some of you guys are going to be asking me, or remind me that I did say in Disney Villains War Round 1 fan commentary, I like the Marvel movies. I was never really into the comics, and I was never really into the TV series or their cartoons, save for X-Men Evolution and Spectacular Spider-Man. But, okay, a long time ago, I wasn't sure if I'd be into that, but it's a very impressive war, and it is. And yeah, if you guys know GAvillain with his like gay ships and stuff, well, let's just say he is indeed. Oh, sorry, I forgot to turn the volume up. Let me try again. Yeah, GAvillain is a, in the words of a maniac, he is. If you guys have not seen what it is about, yeah, there's GAvillain. He says, hey guys, GAvillain here. I am a big Disney fan with heavy emphasis on the villains. Particularly my favorite is Maleficent. On this channel, you'll see permanently music videos edited with villains videos about my ships. The large portion are, which are gay ships. I am openly gay and proud of it. Good for you, man. Okay, look, I have no problem with people being gay, as long as it doesn't hurt anyone. I'm more of acceptance of gays. Okay, if anyone's gonna be leaving anything that's homophobic related, I will not tolerate it, I will delete it. So let's see what this dude has come up with. Hold on. Oh, I love the Kingdom Hearts music. First fight, Hades versus Loki. Okay, at first when I read it, I thought, oh, for the love of Hades is first again. I thought it was going to be the same flipping thing in Disney versus non-Disney villains, Disney versus anime villains, and Disney Villains War with the same plot. But as when we see this, it's different. I like that GAvillain made something different out of this one. Yeah, Hades was going to scheme to take over Olympus until Loki shows up. Okay, before the Marvel movies, I never knew who Loki was. Well, actually, I do know Loki. I know who he is from Norse mythology. You know, my love for history. In the actual Norse myth, Loki is the brother of Odin. Yeah, Loki was Odin's brother in the mythology. Not Thor's brother, but Odin's brother. I don't know why they changed him to son of Odin for some reason. But after watching the Marvel movie of Thor, Loki's one of my favorites, not just in Marvel, but of all time. Just as much as Mach and Discord. Well, this version of Loki, I just don't care for. Oh, you made it fast, didn't you, dude? Hey, bud, I'm over here. Boom shakalaka. And it seems like Loki is trapped in some realm. And Hades wins. And next fight, Dr. Doom versus Frollo. One of the Doom bots informs Dr. Doom that Frollo has deemed Dr. Doom a gypsy. What? Okay. But he has to deal with him for it. Oh, sorry. And Doom arrives to Paris. Like, hey, I'm in the middle of a bonfire here. Why, that son of a gun! Yeah, try not to mess with Doom next time. Yeah, Doom! He's called Dr. Doom for a reason. Okay, next fight. Jafar versus the Mandarin. In the Valley Spirits, the Mandarin was planning to fight Iron Man until he is interrupted by Jafar. And I've only known Iron Man from the movies, and I know a little bit. I've only seen bits of it from the cartoon, which is not appealing to me. And I know for a fact that the Mandarin is Iron Man's nemesis. But in 3 movies, we never got the real Mandarin, which is kind of stupid. It's like, he's the nemesis of Iron Man. It'd be like having Spider-Man without either Green Goblin or Venom, or Batman without the Joker, or Superman without Lex Luthor. You don't do that. But the movies are still good. That's just, not having the Mandarin is kind of a big issue. And the Mandarin, I kind of wish they did add him in the movies. And he's basically the Rasputin of the Marvel villains. By Rasputin, I mean the movie of Anastasia. Oh, and Jafar wins. Sorry for rambling. Next fight, Kraven the Hunter versus Clayton. Kraven the Hunter versus Clayton. Kind of makes sense for them to fight. They're both hunters. Except one uses the gun and he has skills. Well, Kraven is all wild man hunter. Yeah, they were both hunting the same prey, like a deer or something. Not that they got all the way to the tree vines. As usual, Clayton gets the die because there's not much to do with him. Dang, that's scary. Okay, next fight. Ursula versus Atuma. In description, Atuma has overthrown the king of Atlantis, Namor. But Ursula sees all. Does it? Interesting you're using the footage of the TV series version, dude. Ursula arrives to battle Atuma for Atlantis. Like, guess she found Atlantis to be better than Atlantica, I guess. Also, just a quick note. Ursula is an LGBT icon. So that makes Ursula the drag queen. That explains why her attitude and sassiness. But she's still one of my favorite villains. I was kind of rooting for Ursula. I don't know much of Atuma. Okay, I have not played Marvel's Ultimate Alliance for a long time. And it's been like a couple of days or years. And I know like Namor is like the Marvel Aquaman before Aquaman. But I did ask myself, who is Namor? I mean, he's probably a bit like Aquaman, but not entirely. There's something different from him. Is he like God of the Sea, King of, or just King of Atlantis? Here's the thing about the Marvel cartoons. The issues of them with the animation styles. And the majority of them are from the 90s. They're just goofy, they look silly, they're just not really good. But with the Disney movie animation styles, they are much good. Also, the DC animated shows from the 90s, like Batman, and to the early 2000s, like Superman, they are much better animation styles than the Marvel animation styles from the 90s. I'm just saying. And Ursula wins. Oh, cool, a different Kingdom Hearts theme. Then the Underworld and the River Souls. Is that where the souls go? They end up in the tree in there? That's kind of weird. I always thought it might lead to HE double hockey stick itself, like where Chernobog is at. Loki's still in there until he is rescued by the Enchantress and Executioner. Then Hades decides to team up with someone, in particular, Maleficent. I actually like how you dedicated that they're actually a couple. In most villains' wars, they were just teams. They were just allies. But in here, they're actually a couple. Well, I hate to break it to you, dude. I'm a Hades and Persephone shipper. I used to ship Hades and Maleficent, but all thanks to the Misfits, he ruined it for me. Then we see Jafar. Couldn't you use the footage of him underwater like in Return of Jafar? He recruits Ursula with a mysterious ally that he's working with, or working for. Then in a small hospital in, I want to say it's probably in Asia. Oh yeah, in China. One of the guys have brought in the Mandarin, not knowing who he is, the Mandarin. They brought him into the hospital. And that's very impressive indeed. Oh yeah, also guys, this is the remaster version. I'm doing the remaster one because his Disney versus Marvel villains remastered versions are the official canons. So that was Disney versus Marvel villains round 1. And hopefully I'll get to the others soon.